Lights. Oh, God. Kitchen. Toast and coffee.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for every single time Stephen King predicted the future.
Hiya, Georgie.
I read one of your local papers right here on the front
Believe this
page.
guy?
You got some old people.
He's just getting warmed up.
God, I love you.
For this list, we're looking at all of the events and inventions that author Stephen King seems to have predicted with uncanny accuracy. These occurrences might have come to pass in real life, but all the same, we are adding a spoiler alert. What's your favorite Stephen King tale? Let us know in the comments below. Number 7. Toxic Fandom. Misery. King's 1987 novel focused on a real problem for many creatives and celebrities. Toxic fandom.
I love you, Paul. Your mind, your creativity. That's all I meant.
While stalking isn't new, the effects of fans so obsessed that they become frighteningly possessive of a property or person is a particularly modern phenomenon, often linked to the reach of social media.
I feed you, I clean you, I dress you, and what thanks do I get? Oh, you bought the wrong paper, Annie. I can't write on this paper, Annie. Well, I'll get your stupid paper, but you just better start showing me a little more appreciation around here, Mr. Man.
Annie Wilkes becomes so obsessed with the story of Misery Chastain that she feels she's entitled to dictate the story itself. In real life, we've seen fans attack actors, writers, and directors when their beloved stories don't go the way they want, campaigning aggressively to get their way, hobbling innovation and careers in their wake.
God, I love you.
Number 6. The Rise of the Machines. Trucks.
Honey, come on over here, sugar buns. This machine just called me an asshole.
Every year, there seems to be a new gadget to make our lives easier. And every year, we hear new lamentations about how much better and simpler life was without them.
Alexa, how tall is Mount Everest?
Mount Everest's height is 29,029 feet, 8,848 meters.
How can it know so much? It's so small.
It updates using the cloud. That's also how it gets its answers.
Just read that off the box, huh?
Do we own things or do things own us? In King's short story Trucks, this is taken to literal extremes. A mysterious event gives machines a kind of vicious sentience. With this newfound self-agency, the gas guzzlers set about putting people in their place. Humans are forced to keep the engines running, with their every move watched carefully by the trucks. An uncomfortable number of everyday appliances keep an eye on us today, though luckily we are still in control. Right?
So what could devices monitor? Well, pretty much everything. How often your family eats dinner together, how much power you use, even keeping an eye on your children.
Number 5. Pandemic and social upheaval. Sleeping Beauties. In 2020, COVID-19 turned all of our lives upside down.
Now we have something that indeed turned out to be my worst nightmare.
In 2017, King co-authored a novel with his son Owen called Sleeping Beauties, in which a mysterious sickness spreads across the world.
Oh, God. Oh, God. No. No.
It causes women to fall asleep inside cocoons, and when awakened, they fly into a rage. While in the cocoons, they find themselves in a parallel dimension, with the chance to rebuild a new, better society. Obviously, this is not a symptom of COVID-19. But the book's themes do strike other chords with 2020, when frustrations with systemic inequalities led to widespread protests and calls for large-scale reforms.
The death of George Floyd sparked outrage and condemnation across the US and in many other countries. Protesters say they've had enough of decades of racism and repression and brutality by those who are supposed to protect and serve.
Number 4. Clown sightings. It.
Hiya, Georgie. What a nice boat. Do you want it back?
Back when we thought that 2016 was going to be the weirdest year for a while, the whole clown show that closed out the decade was kicked off with clowns. The first sighting was later discovered to be a stunt to promote a horror film, but it grew into an international phenomenon.
Oh my God,
clowns were spotted lurking in wooded and secluded areas, and eventually more public spaces like schools.
According to deputies, there have been several reports of suspicious characters dressed like clowns, white face paint and all, flashing green lasers and enticing kids with large amounts of money.
Frighteningly, one boy reported a pair of clowns attempting to lure him away. Fortunately, he did not go with them, and no clowns have been held responsible for eating any children, at least not to the best of our knowledge.
See you in your dreams. Oh, come back anytime. Bring your friends.
Number 3. Reality TV. The Running Man.
Can you believe this shit? 24 hours a day.
7 days a week.
When Stephen King first published The Running Man under the pseudonym Richard Bachman in 1982, the modern concept of reality TV was still years off. Set in a dystopian future, the book is about a game show in which contestants are hunted down and killed if caught.
Let's get out of here. Come on. Weiss, come on. Go.
The idea of following real individuals over multiple episodes as they overcome challenges would only come to fruition a decade after King published his novel.
So, Kevin, start it off. What are we talking about? I don't know.
Yourself.
I'm so glad I like all y'all so far. You know, you're not gonna really suck or something.
Okay.
Although he wasn't the first one who predicted it, the idea that screens would fill public spaces and that our appliances would be voice activated was pretty spot on too.
Lights. Kitchen, toast and coffee.
Number 2. A populist demagogue becomes president. The Dead Zone.
I have had a vision that I am going to be president of the United States someday, and I have accepted that responsibility, and nobody, I mean nobody, is going to stop me.
In this 1979 novel, Greg Stilson is an egomaniacal businessman who runs a real estate company. Entering politics, he's viewed as a joke until he rises to the highest office by holding rallies where he makes bombastic speeches filled with anti-establishment rhetoric and dubious claims.
I read in one of your local papers right here on the front
Believe this
page.
guy?
You got some old people.
He's just getting warmed up.
Sound familiar? The similarities between the fictional character and the 45th President of the United States have been recognized by many, including the author himself. King has said that at the time of writing, he had real concerns that someone like Stilson would come to power, given the right conditions.
I can't be sorry because it was a character that I wrote. It was a boogeyman of mine, and I never wanted to see him actually on the American political scene, but we do seem to have a Greg Stilson as President of the United States.
A writer's job is to observe people and the world, and in this case, he was right on the money. Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Global Pandemic. The Stand.
Things are weird. People are really scared about this Captain Trips thing.
Yeah, the radio here says it's just bull.
Well, the radio here says the hospitals are filling up with sick people, and some of them are dying.
What, people are dying of the flu?
In The Stand, a deadly influenza sweeps the globe and decimates global populations. While COVID-19 is not man-made, nor as harrowingly catastrophic as Project Blue, aka Captain Trips, it is still a deadly virus that has divided people sharply along lines of belief.
I think what the virus has done has been to pull the veil back from over some real problems in this country, some real divisions, class divisions, cultural divisions, racial divisions, religious divisions, you name it.
In King's 1978 novel and the miniseries adaptations, this divide is taken to extremes, with the few survivors banding together in dual locations to prepare for the final battle between good and evil.
Do you know how totally damn crazy that sounds?
Fortunately, the real world has not come to that. But it has felt very apocalyptic at times, giving us all new perspectives on our lives and the world around us. Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.